members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are seated in this hall this afternoon to mark the induction ceremony of all. Come this way.
I'd like you to please turn with me in Psalms chapter 5, verses 6 to 7. Seated up and down. Verse 8. In the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of wisdom. And members of the LMBA, we beseech you, Lord, for guidance and direction. We submit and commit each and everyone to you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Attorney Reverend Paul Compton. Attorney Williamina Eloise Budi, member of the Liberia National Bar Association, will now introduce and perform the welcome remarks for this occasion. Attorney Budi.
His Excellency Joseph Yuman Bouaka Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable Prince K. Moise Sr., Senator Bong County, Republic of Liberia, Her Honor, the Chief Justice and Associate Justices of the Supreme Court of Liberia, the Minister of Justice, and Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, circuit judges and magistrates, distinguished members of the legislature, Councillor Sylvester D. Rennie, President of the Liberia National Bar Association, past national presidents and executives of the LMBA, senior councillors and all, esteemed members of the legal profession, development partners, the U.S. Ambassador Mark Tony, and members of the diplomatic corps, representatives of civil society here present, members of the Fourth Estate, family, friends, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. For the 18th induction program of the newly elected officers of the Liberia National Bar Association. This is the first time in history of the bar that we have the President of the Republic of Liberia as our guest speaker. And for this, we are grateful and humble. We extend a special welcome to you. Thank you for being here, Mr. President. Today marks a pivotal moment in the history of our legal fraternity, a moment that reaffirms our collective commitment to the rule of law, justice, and professional excellence. The LNBA has long stood as a pillar of legal integrity, advocating for the protection of rights, the strengthening of institutions, and the promotion of ethical legal practice in Liberia. To our incoming officers, Today is both a recognition of your dedication and a solemn call to service. The confidence placed in you by your peers is not merely a vote of trust, but a charge to lead with wisdom, impartiality, and an unwavering commitment to the principles of justice. As you embark on this journey, may you be guided by the values of fairness, accountability, and a deep sense of duty to the legal profession and the Liberian people. To our esteemed members and distinguished guests, your presence here today underscores the importance of unity, collaboration, and the collective pursuit of legal excellence. Let us all pledge our continued support to the leadership of the LMBA, ensuring that we work together in strengthening our legal system and upholding the dignity of our profession. Today's program will feature significant speeches and indelible remarks from voices of influence in Liberia. I urge you all to tune in and allow yourselves to witness this history-making event, which will showcase the induction of the newly elected Corps of Officers of the LNBA by our Honor Siaiden G.O., Chief Justice of the Honorable Supreme Court of Liberia. A statement by the U.S. Ambassador to Monrovia, other dignitaries, interspersed with musical entertainment at this momentous occasion. May this ceremony inspire us all to rededicate ourselves to the noble idea of justice and the rule of law. I thank you.
Thank you, Anthony Bodi. For a special statement, we will call on the outgoing president of the Liberia National Bar Association, Councillor Sylvester D. Rennie.
His Excellency Joseph Himan Bwaka Sr., salute of instruction. Mr. President and all members of the diplomatic group, the Minister of Justice, Attorney General, and Dean of the Supreme Court Bar, Circuit, Special Judges present, outgoing members of the leadership of the Liberia National Bar Association, incoming members and officials of the newly elected officers of the Liberia National Bar Association, the President and members of the National Association of Trial Judges, the President and members of the Free Trade Lawyers Association of Liberia, representatives of international organizations present, the President and members of the National Association of Public Defenders of Liberia, the President and members of the Association of Prosecutors, former chiefs and associate justices of the Supreme Court of Liberia, heads of civil society institutions present, religious leaders, the dean, we at the Grand School of Law, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Our presence here today is an indication of the presence of God, who continues to guide us on a daily basis. We want to express thanks and appreciation to Him for placing us amongst the living. On January 28th, we started the affairs of this global organization. 3 years have since elapsed. We are gathered here again to peacefully hand over the gavel of authority to the newly elected officials. This symbolizes a sense of democracy as a new group of officers are able to move this power forward. Mr. President, my Chief Justice and Associate Justices, the Minister of Justice, the Ambassador, the Coordinator, and other members present here. We want to thank the government of Liberia for listening to our rural pleas concerning the budgetary implement and other improved working conditions of the judiciary and the Ministry of Justice. Therefore, and the budget of the judiciary was increased, our salary of judges have been gradually replaced, those who provide for justice will be the proud of dignity. Similarly, the government of Liberia was gracious enough to provide project pickups for each prosecutors around the country to enhance the work. This will add motivation to the prosecutor and uplift their morale, giving them easier movements to meet witnesses. To the categories of lawyers who are were all intentionally left out of the incentive packages. The magistrates and public defenders. The magistrate salaries were also harmonized in the campaign of harmonization, but the recent motivational also of public defenders in their countries should be prioritized in the position of leaders as a case of the prosecutors. Send the United Nations Development Program provided some pickups to selected public defenders over 10 years ago. Express thanks again and appreciation to the three branches of government, the donors and members of the diplomatic corps, international organization, related organization, civil society organization, the press, and the general public for the long support given during my entire administration. Above all, members of the bar, who allow me to serve as a member of the National Assembly.
People of the United States of America, represented by His Excellency Mark C. Turner, Ambassador.
Good afternoon. Everybody knows that the legal profession holds a unique and vital role in a democracy. It upholds justice, it protects rights, and it ensures the rule of law. Your work profoundly impacts the lives of the Liberians who you serve and underpins Liberia's democracy. And now more than ever, Liberia needs your professional dedication to ensure access to justice for all Liberians. So I urge you to continue efforts to increase transparency and accountability in the justice system. Your work is critical in building trust in the courts among the Liberian public. I would also ask that you continue to support President Bolakai's efforts to secure the long-awaited justice through the War and Economic Crimes Court. For so many Liberians, justice has been delayed and deferred for far too long, and there's a unique opportunity to deliver on this overdue promise. No doubt other new challenges lie ahead. The legal landscape is constantly changing, and so Liberia's legal profession must adapt and innovate. You, as members of the bar, will lead the way. As you well know, changes are opportunities to grow and improve as practitioners. I urge all of you to seek new ways to deliver more on behalf of your clients and the Liberian people. Finally, thank you to each of you, each member of the bar, for your hard work, your dedication, and your clear passion for the law. Your efforts are truly commendable. Working together, I'm confident you can achieve great things for the people of Liberia and make a lasting impact for Liberia. Thank you so much.
Would now like to call Ashley Kone and Nadia Mesda for oscillation.
Good afternoon, all. We'll be doing a duet to a song titled Lean on Me. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrows, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I help you carry on first. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Please, swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow for, no one can feel those of your needs that you will not sure. Just call on me, brother, if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
I just might have a problem that you understand.
We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. I won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Just call on the brother.
when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. There is a load you cannot bear, that you can't carry your arm. Right up the road, I'll share your load. If you just call me, come on now, call me, oh call me, call me, come on now, call me, call me, oh call me, call me, call me, call me.
Thank you for that, I would say, hilarious performance. Madam Chief Justice, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of Liberia, and members of the Judiciary, Senator Prince Moy, Brown County, of the Honorable House of Senate, Mr. Minister of Justice, Attorney General, Dean of the Supreme Court Bar, other members of the President's Cabinet, other officials of government, Mr. Ambassador of the United States of America, members of the Diplomatic Corps, heads and representatives of international organizations, Mr. President, members of the Liberia National Bar Association, Mr. President, incoming members of the Liberia National Bar Association, former officials of government, other legal practitioners, law enforcement officers and officials, prelates, members of the clergy, other invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On the occasion of the induction of the incoming president and members of the Liberia National Bar Association, it is my pleasing duty at this time to present to you His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia, who will be marked on this occasion. Mr. President.
Good evening, please have a seat. Senator Moy, a number of justices and associate judges of the Supreme Court, esteemed members of the National Legislature here, members of the Bar, the President, executive officers, members of the Liberia National Bar Association, our partners within the Ambassador of the United States, our friends in the media, our distinguished ladies and gentlemen. wish you a pleasant good afternoon. Let me start off by congratulating you, Councillor Bono and Mama, your new code of officers who are about to assume the mantra of leadership of this reputable institution, the Liberia National Bar Association. It is a profound honor to stand before you today at this remarkable occasion marking the induction of the newly elected officers of the Liberia National Bar Association, LNBA. This event underscores the enduring strength and the integrity of Liberia's legal community, a pillar of our nation's democracy and bedrock of justice in our society. Today, as we witness the transition of leadership within this noble institution, I beg your indulgence to allow me to take this opportunity to reflect on the critical role the bar plays in our collective journey as a nation. As President of the Republic, I envision a society where the rule of law is championed and upheld without fear of favor, a society where justice is blind to race, ethnicity, religion, gender, or social status, where all individuals are treated equally before the law. The vision is not just an aspiration, but more importantly, a commitment that my administration will pursue vigorously. This flows from my conviction that the rule of law is the foundation of any stable, civilized society. It is the glue that binds our democracy, ensures peace, and creates an environment where citizens can thrive. Without it, justice falters and the dreams of our people fizzle and fade away. This is why your role as legal practitioners is so crucial and why I so heavily count on the bar to help uphold and promote the cornerstone of our national fabric. I assure you today that my administration will actively cooperate with the bar in fostering our hard-earned democracy and promoting the rule of law. This cooperation is not only a necessity, but a moral obligation for the government, legal community, and our citizenry. We have opened to constructive criticism and guidance as we steer the affairs of the state. Governance is not a sole act. It is a collective endeavor that requires input from all sectors of the society. It is in this scheme of things, there is no disputing the fact that the bar is uniquely positioned to provide insight, advice, and checks where necessary. We recognize the LNBA as a professional legal institution that wields the huge potential of playing a key role in the growth and development of Liberia. As such, your contribution to nation building cannot be overstated. You must remain a beacon of professionalism, ethic, and integrity, standing firm on the side of justice and law. However, as we strengthen this partnership, I must also admonish the bar to remain above partisan politics. Never make the unhelpful and even self-destructive judgment that this institution is a political party and should therefore seek to act as one. Instead, he must hold steadfast to his professional principles, rising above partisan allegations and self-serving interests. Distinguished legal practitioners, I should be quick to warn that the loyalty to individuals or groups at the expense of the law will go swiftly and directly to subverting the dignity and integrity of this enviable institution. The bar must be candid, upright, fearless, practical, and above all, reasonable as it engages the national government on matters of governance, being extra-minded, never to throw into question its own avowed commitment to the Liberian people. Your independence and foresight constitute our strength. I urge you with all passion and again to proceed it for compromise this independence inexorably to be the fabric of our democracy. The Liberian people come on the bar to work alongside the three branches of government in ensuring that the law remains supreme. It is the rule of law that establishes a civilized society, makes it peaceful, and fosters productivity. Members of the bar, as custodians of justice, play a critical role in their shoulders to play in this regard. As you mark on this new chapter of leadership, let me take a serene moment to encourage you to focus on ensuring that justice is accessible to all Liberians regardless of economic or social standing. Strengthening legal education to equip the next generation of lawyers with the skills and ethics needed to sustain Liberia's legal and democratic systems. 3, promoting transparency, accountability, and good governance across all sectors of society. This task ahead is daunting, but I remain filled with the confidence that you, the newly elected officers of the Liberia Bar Association, will rise to the challenge with courage and conviction. Let me close hence with a reaffirmation of my administration's commitment to working with you and your institution and our shared objective of ensuring that the principles of justice, equality, and fairness are upheld in our country. Together, we must not just the concept, but the reality of all citizens. Let me reiterate as a steadfast ally in this mission to stand firm on the side of justice and to all be aware that your legacy will be measured by the contributions you make to the growth, stability, and prosperity of our nation. Congratulations to the incoming officers of the bar. May your tenure be marked by impactful service, dedication, and unwavering commitment to the ideas of justice as we think Liberia, love Liberia, and in concept be Liberia. Thank you. God bless you. The National Bar Association and the Republic of Liberia.
Officers and executive council members. That is going to be done by Councillor J. Daku Moba, Chairman, Liberia National Bar Association, Elections Committee. You are welcome to the podium, Councillor.
All protocol orders. On behalf of the LMBA Election Committee 2024, I'm pleased to present certificates to officers elect So we shall now begin by first calling on Councillor Wanda and Farmer, National President, Liberia National Bar. This will be followed by Councillor F. Lawson, National Vice President, National Bar Association. EJ Fokia, National Secretary General, Liberia National Bar Association. It's followed by Aturi Yemi Ipi Subayo Williams, National Treasurer. After the executive, we shall now have the members of the executive council to be certificated, and we'll begin by calling on the first candidate, candidate one, Councillor Sam Y. Cooper, President of the Montserrat County Bar Association. Or person.
to receive on behalf of the Kubo by the Vice President of the Montreal County Bar Association. We shall now have the President of the Grand Bar Association, in person of Councilor Morris Momo David Kemp.
So I'll be aiding the chairman. We'll now call the president of the Sino County Bar, Attorney K. Chlate Sayer. Followed by the president of the Maryland County Bar Association. Councilor E. Gary Johnson Service. And she is followed by the president of the Grand Cape Mount County Bar Association, Councilor Eugene L. Nasekwe. He is followed by the president of the Grand Chidem County Bar Association, Councilor Kanyo Bala. Is Councilor Bala here? No? Okay, he's proxy. Somebody's going to proxy for him. The vice president. Will be followed by the president of the Nimba County Bar Association, Councilor Kim Amelia Harris. President of the Bond County Bar Association, Councilor Johnston G. McGill. And he's followed by the president of the Lufa County Bar Association, Attorney Saji Fupa Kamara Sr. Councilor Robert M. Pierre is the president of the Pommy County Bar Association. And he is followed by the president of the Riverside County Bar Association, Councilor James Baipe Sikpe. I'm honored to call the president of the Grand Cru Bar Station, Boina Na Mabati. But I'm a to na Maba. I'm a president. And she had a good people learn news. She was in a way behind. So everybody can see her coming. Followed by the president of the River Chica Association, Councilor Dennis S. Sokan. And the last but not the least, the president of the Bakulu County Bar Association, Councilor Tommy N. Duba. Shall we put our hands together for our executive committee members and executive council members? Thank you very much, Councilor Takumoba, Chairman of the Elections Commission. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Honors, Associate Justices, platform guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasing honor at this time to invite for remarks, followed by the induction of the officers of the LMBA, for honor CINA Chepayo, Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you, and you may be seated, please. Mr. President, Joseph Newman Boyka Sr., my distinguished colleagues of the Supreme Court bench, Mr. Justice Yamin Kwekwe Sr., and Madam Justice Sienna D. Clinton Johnson. And I would like to make a special mention here of Mr. Justice Yusuf B. Abbott in his absence because he had an injury just before coming here. That is why he started here. We wish him a speedy recovery. All former Chief Justices and Associate Justices present, the Honorable Senator, welcome. The President, Executive Council, and members of the Liberia National Bar Association, Mr. Attorney General and Dean of the Supreme Court Bar, the President and Vice President-elect, and other elected officers of the Liberia National Bar Association, the President's officers and members of the Local County Bar Association, the President, officers, and members of the Association of Female Lawyers of Liberia, officials of government here present, the diplomatic and consular corps present, representatives of international organizations, students of the Louis Arthur Bryan School of Law, the Fourth Estate, the clergy, ladies and gentlemen. Today's occasion marks a change in the leadership of the Liberian National Bar Association, an action that is or should be familiar to everyone present here. Approximately 1 year ago, our nation underwent similar changes in 2 of the 3 branches of government following the general and presidential elections. Not very long ago, we in the judiciary branch of government also experienced a transition in administrative leadership from the caucus bench to the youth bench. At the opening ceremony of the Supreme Court for the October term, AE 2022, which also happened to have been my first sitting as Chief Justice, suffice it to say the 3rd female Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Liberia, I emphasize the expectations that are attendant to change in leadership. And I quote, "I am fully aware that with the recent change in the administration of the Supreme Court, from the caucus bench to the youth bench, there are diverse expectations from all sectors of our society, including the international community and even the judiciary. This means that all are interested in knowing the plans of the 3rd female Chief Justice. I'm positive that even as I'm speaking at this very moment, some lawyers are hoping to be appointed as relieving judges. Current judges are watching to see if the bench will increase their salaries and benefits. Employees of the judiciary are also hoping for a raise in their salaries or to be reassigned to lucrative administrative posts. All party litigants are hoping that their cases will be decided in their favor as nobody wants to lose a case, even if their claim is unmeritorious or lacks the evidence required by law, while the fourth estate is waiting to report a bombshell. Believe me when I say that I understand these expectations all too well. Unquote. What is worth noting with respect to the change or transition in leadership that I emphasized then and still do now is that the change we envision must be based on the law. Most of you are familiar with my saying that law is not reasoning, the law is the law, period. Because I always say and explain that it depends from what area that you are reasoning. And I gave the example that if you were reasoning in a gathering at the Hatay shop, your reasoning will be different. If you were reasoning as a family member, your reasoning will be different. But what is unchanging is the law. So the law is the law. To the incoming leadership of the bar, I pose to you the following rhetorical questions, which I hope will resonate with you as you take on the leadership of the bar for the next 3 years now that you have been elected to the position of leadership within the Liberia National Bar Association. 1. How much are you going to show or give back to the legal community and your country? Let me find my page. 2. What will be the symbol or legacy of your leadership? Your leadership will be nothing unless you actualize it by some positive conduct and activities. But in recent times, I have observed that there are several emerging legal issues in our jurisdiction, and they include, but not limited to, tenure of public officials appearing in their respective employment contexts, digitization of the court system, revision of some of our laws to reflect current realities. Example, certain provisions of our civil and criminal procedure laws which engender prolonged litigation or are just plainly archaic. In the same vein, what new dimensions are members of the bar bringing to the practice? I ask this question because it seems that the practice of law in this jurisdiction is, quote, stuck in time, unquote. Even though the current dispensation globally sees lawyers venturing into new fields of the law, example, intellectual property law, environmental law, especially given the increasing wave of natural disasters due to global warming and excessive pollution of our environment, energy law, cyber security law, and the list goes on. Brought you to leadership will translate to the attainment of the highest degree of education, especially training on contemporary legal issues, intellectual soundness, and the promotion of ethical legal practices while being receptive to legal receptive to legal education, and where this is important, and most of you have no matter legal education is needed. Having said that, let me go to the business at hand, that is administering the oath of office to the newly elected members of the bar, officials of the bar. So then there are the MC. We have the list. We have the, please call them up.
President-elect, Councilor Bono M. Farmer, Vice President-elect, Councilor F. Joel Lawson, Councilor Elisha T.J. Fauquier, National Secretary General-elect, Attorney Yemi Ife Shabayo Williams, National Treasurer-elect. The National Executive Committee members were already inducted at the convention in Bang, in Nimba County, so the four were.
Kindly raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your names. Do solemnly swear and affirm to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the Republic of Liberia and the Liberia National Bar Association, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties and responsibilities of the office of, to the best of my ability. So help me God. Okay. At least you can put down your right hand. So I'll say on behalf of the entire Supreme Court bench and the entire judiciary branch of the Republic of Liberia, congratulations, Mr. President, Madam Vice President, and Mr. Secretary General, and Madam Treasurer of the Liberia National Bar. Tenure be marked by success, progress, and a deep impact on the legal profession and, more importantly, the nation at large. Congratulations.
At this time, we ask the Vice President, the National Secretary General, and the Treasurer to please have their seats, and then we'll have the changing of the guards. The President, the former President, will now turn over the gavel of authority to the President. Mr. President, I officially turn over this gavel to you to be used wisely in moving this organization forward. Thank you. And then we have Mr. Former President, will please have a seat on this side there as well. And then the President will. That's the President's seat. The former President.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. President. So now we will call on the President for his inaugural address.
Please be seated. His Excellency Joseph Yuma Waga Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, Her Honor, the Chief Justice, Shannon G. Yo, and Associate Justices of the Honorable Supreme Court of Liberia, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, distinguished members of the legislature, past presidents and executives of the Liberia National Bar Association, esteemed members of this great legal profession, our judges, magistrates, development partners, members of the diplomatic corps, our own ambassador and other ambassadors here, representatives of civil society organizations, members of the folk estate, family, friends, fellow Liberians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you today deeply honored and humbled by the confidence you distinguished members of this noble profession have placed in me, the Liberia National Bar Association. This is not a position of privilege, but of great responsibility, one that I graciously accept with the utmost commitment to advancing the cause of justice, upholding rule of law, and strengthening the legal profession in Liberia. The mandate of the Liberia National Bar Association is clear: to be a guardian of the Constitution, a watchdog for justice, and a vanguard of legal excellence. As we on this journey, we must remain unwavering in our pursuit of these fundamental principles. I stand my commitment to the past leadership of the LNB for their service and sacrifices. Their dedication is the foundation upon build professional and responsive bar. To my colleagues in the legal profession, thank you for trusting me with this responsibility. To my family, especially my loving and caring wife, who are here in life, and friends, your unwavering support has been my pillar of strength. And to the Liberian people, for whom justice must not only be done, but seem to be done, I reaffirm my commitment to serving with integrity and diligence.
my teammates, no succeeds alone. The new leadership of Liberia National Bar Association is a team of committed professionals, each bringing expertise, vision, and a passion for justice. To my fellow executives and council members, I call upon you to stand firm in unity. We must work collaboratively, setting out personal ambitions for the greater good of the bar in our nation. We now constitute national executive leadership of the Liberia National Bar Association. I need not remind us that our colleagues of the bar, and indeed the society at large, look up to us to lift the bar to a higher pedestal than we met it. As we variously promised in our election manifestos in Ghana last, our purpose to run a united and inclusive bar is a task that must be accomplished. Our efforts must at all times not only be geared towards keeping the bar united, but moving it forward. We have a duty to enhance welfare of our members, protect them in the practice of our profession, regenerate public confidence in our profession, and ensure that we give back to the society, which not only looks up to but to our professionals. They call the future times. We are so said at the time to issues of independence, access to justice, and constitutional foundations. Our role as legal professionals has never been more critical. We must work location, defending constitutional rule, ensuring that the rule of law prevails, and advocating reforms that will protect and empower our Liberians. In these challenging times, the LMBA must be voice of reason, fairness, and honor our work. The LMBA shall hold government at all accountable, including and especially the branches of government, which constitute the indispensable elements of our democracy. We will work towards ensuring that government policies and programs meet the yearning and aspirations of our people as they relate to the provision of good governance, transparency in financial expenditure, reducing drastically the cost of governance, and ensuring that the welfare of our people is given topmost priority. We will strive to ensure that government responds to appropriately to the challenges of security of life and property consistent with the Constitution, respect for the fundamental rights and freedoms, the provision of equal employment, and all the basic amenities of life, especially through shelter, clothing, qualitative and affordable education, healthcare, and other infrastructure, as well as access to justice. Our agenda for a vibrant and professional leadership. A strong, professional, and independent bar is indispensable to national development. Under our leadership, the LMBA will strengthen professional ethics and accountability within the legal profession, advocate for an impartial and independent judiciary, expand legal education and mentorship program for young lawyers, engage in public interest litigation to defend human rights and civil liberties, promote judicial transparency and efficiency. A vibrant bar is not just an association, it is a movement for justice, and we must ensure that the LMBA is at the forefront of this movement. Constitutional violations and legal reforms in Liberia. Recent events have exposed threats to our constitutional democracy. Violations of fundamental rights, questionable executive actions, and disregard for judicial decisions, judicial inactions and avoidance, as well as legislative overreach. As an association of legal professionals, we must speak truth to power, hold hold institutions accountable and push for legal reform that strengthen governance, human rights, and social justice. The LMBA will continue to engage with policymakers to ensure that the Constitution is upheld and that legal reform reflects the aspirations a crucial role in upholding the rule of law and ensuring constitutional compliance by all branches of government. To address constitutional violations, distinguished members of the bar, the LMBA will take the following steps. 1. Legal advocacy and public interest litigation. The LMBA will file lawsuits at the Supreme Court of Liberia to challenge unconstitutional action by any branch of government. The LMBA will work with the Supreme Court to improve the quality of opinions in matters brought before it to satisfy the best interest of the law and public interest. This is founding empowerment, as the Supreme Court's greatest power bestowed upon it by the 1986 Constitution is the power of judicial review to bring definition, clarity, and finality in all matters without influence and interference from anywhere. The public, and this is critical, the public must not be left in doubt whenever our honorable Supreme Court reviews. Because the public represents the only branch of government that is mandated by the Constitution to ensure serenity and stability in our democratic system through its judicial review and interpretation of the laws of Liberia. This can be achieved through critical legal analysis of all opinions and proper recommendation in well-written legal articles which, in my mind, will be appreciated by the Honorable Supreme Court. The LMBA will also seek to file petitions for race of prohibition, madams, or sanctuary to prevent government overreach. We shall endeavor to establish a constitutional watchdog committee to monitor government actions and report violations, publish reports on unconstitutional practices, and recommend corrective measures. We shall conduct civic education programs to inform citizens about their constitutional rights, organize legal forums, workshops, and media engagement to discuss government accountability. Liberia's democracy is incomplete and call for action. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Ambassador Joseph Imam, the Chief Justice, Associate Justices, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Article 56B of the 1986 Constitution provides that there shall be election of paramount, client, and counties by the registered voters in their respective localities to serve for a term of 6 years. They may be re-elected and removed only by the President of Liberia for ignorance. Despite this constitutional mandate, Mr. President, Liberia has historically appointed chiefs rather than electing them. This has been widely criticized as undermining local democracy and the process of governance in the local area. Members of the bar, our action as a nation state must be in conformity with the Constitution. While electing chief is essential for democracy, constitutional compliance, the failure to hold elections for chiefs violates Article 56, making Liberian democracy to be incomplete. And I must say here that since 1985, Your Excellency, even before you became Vice President, before you became President, Liberia has been brutally violating the Constitution of this country insofar as the election of chief is concerned. And we have that government and we hope that before you can leave, you will show that there's elections conducted for chiefs because you have the role to play in the government. Solutions. The National Elections Commission should be empowered to organize, render
cannot cheat elections in line with the Constitution. Civil society and local community should advocate for the enforcement of Article 6B. The government should allocate resources for local elections as part of Liberia's local governance efforts. Mr. President, the Constitution does not support the appointment of chiefs in Liberia by you or the Minister of Internal Affairs, which has been a practice over the years. The bar is ready to assist your government to ensure that chieftaincy elections are conducted so that we can fulfill constitutional obligations. Collaboration with international organizations. We shall work with organizations like the United Nations, ECOWAS, and the African Union to hold government accountable. Seek regional international legal intervention in extreme cases of constitutional violation. More on collaboration. The LMBA openly thanks the UNDP for its continued support to the bar. We are grateful for this monumental support in the amount of $270,000 United States dollars to support the 2020 UNDP LMBA electoral project and the current UNDP LMBA legal aid project to reduce pretrial detention in Montserrat County. Thank you, the US system, for holding its leader to achieve access to justice in Liberia. Supreme Court decisions and implications for our democracy. The Supreme Court remains the ultimate interpreter of our laws. However, judicial decisions must not only be respected, but also critically allowed to ensure that they serve the best interest of justice and democracy. We will advocate for judicial independence and transparency in the decision making of the Supreme Court. Work will still hold us to review Supreme Court rulings with far-reaching implications for democracy. Engage in constructive dialogue with the judiciary to strengthen public confidence in the courts. Justice sector reform must be related into the process of major concerns. The LDA will push for reforms that enhance efficiency, integrity, and accessibility within the judiciary. Continuing legal education. Legal education does not end with law school. Distinguished members of the bar, a competent and well-informed bar is essential for the administration of justice. Our leadership will expand continuing legal education programs to ensure that lawyers remain updated on emerging legal trends. Partner with local and international institutions to provide specialized training. Promote research and policy discussions that contribute to legal development in Liberia. A knowledgeable bar is a powerful bar, and we must invest in lifelong learning for our legal practitioners. LMBA support for the World Economic Plans for Liberia. The question of accountability for past atrocities remains unresolved. The LMBA is the custodian of justice and rule of law and cannot be silent on this issue. The establishment of the World Economic Plans is not about vengeance, members of the bar. It's not about vengeance. It is about justice, healing, and ending the culture of impunity. The bar will continue to support national and international efforts to establish the quote, advocate for legislative and executive reconciliation commission, TRC, educate the public on the importance of justice and reconciliation. Members of the bar, true peace cannot exist without justice. Liberia must reckon with its past to secure a more just and peaceful future. The LMBA will remain at the forefront of this fight for accountability. To this end, we are gratified and wish to openly thank President Joseph Nyomakwai and his government for the demonstrated political will to this process and call the government for more support to this process. LMBA's call for an improved autonomous status of LMBA and collaboration with the Liberia National Bar Association has a fundamental role in shaping the legal profession in Liberia. As we advocate for judicial reform, legal education and professional urgent necessity. Alongside this, a stronger collaboration with Louis Underground School of Law of the University of Liberia is essential so that legal education remains robust, dynamic, and advanced of national and global standards. The case for operational independence. Currently, members of the bar, the LMBA operates under the sanitary guidelines that subject its regulatory, disciplinary, and administrative function to external influences. To effectively fulfill this mandate, we propose a more autonomous status that brings the LMBA greater control over professional regulation, judicial oversight and advocacy. The LMBA should have the authority to set and enforce ethical standards, improve licensing requirements, and disciplinary action for legal practitioners without any undue influence. As a body committed to justice, the LMBA must have the institutional independence to challenge unconstitutional actions, advocate for judicial reform, and engage in public interest litigation without fear of political influence. The LMBA, the Liberia National Bar Association, has embarked on a historic initiative to construct its headquarters, an essential project aimed at strengthening the legal profession in Liberia. Dedicated space for legal education, advocacy, and justice-related initiatives. We call upon government institutions, and Mr. President, we let the President call on your office as well, legal professionals, corporate partners, development organizations, and well-meaning individuals to support this noble cause. Your contribution, financial, material, and technical, will help build a facility that fosters the rule of law, access to justice, and professional excellence. Let me say for all your excellency, when Madam President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was president of Liberia, and was strong on program to construct our headquarters, from the LSD government and then the Willa government, we have not been able to receive that money, but I know your presence here today will now begin a new chapter between the bar and the government. In Liberia, it's a formal process by which a law graduate becomes qualified to practice law as an attorney. It involves meeting educational, ethical, and professional requirements set by the Liberia National Bar Association and the Honorable Supreme Court of Liberia. And it has requirements. Legal education is one of the basic requirements that one must meet before you are allowed to practice law in this jurisdiction. You must say the bar examination administered by the Supreme Court. And then there must be a moral character assessment, and then an oath of office. All of these processes distinguish members of the bar. The LMBA has a limited role to play while the Supreme Court enjoys unlimited authority. The regulation and policy of law should not and cannot only be attributed to the Honorable Supreme Court, but the Liberia National Bar Association. We are calling for more involvement in this process because we have only one bar, and that bar is the Liberia National Bar Association, which assumes giving the Supreme Court. The problem can be achieved through the collaboration of the national legislation. Most 7 Act of the legislature establishing the Liberia National Bar Association. This is a matter of urgency for our administration. Strengthening collaboration with Louis Underground School of Law. Don't worry, I'll take the seat. The Louis Underground School of Law remains Liberia's premier institution for legal education, producing generation of lawyers who shape the country's legal landscape. However, challenges such as limited resources, outdated curriculum, and weak practical training mechanisms hinder the full potential of legal education in Liberia. The LMBA commits to forge a stronger partnership with the law school through curriculum reform, joint continuing legal education programs, support for faculty and students, law journal, and legal research activities. The operationally autonomous status of the MBA and the Louisiana Graduate School of Law will strengthen the legal profession, while a closer collaboration with Louisiana Graduate School of Law will enhance legal education and research. Together, these efforts will reinforce professional integrity, judicial independence, the judiciary, the academic, and international community to support the vision for a more independent, effective, and professional legal system in our country. Conclusion. Fellow members of the bar, fellow colleagues, today marks not just a transition in leadership, but a renewed commitment to the ideals that define our profession. The task ahead is great, but so is our resolve. We must be fearless in defending justice, relentless in our pursuit of excellence, and unwavering in our digital agreement. Let us move forward united, courageous, and determined to build a path that is respected, impactful, and truly representative of the highest ideals of justice and professionalism. I thank you all, and may God bless the Liberia National Bar Association and the Republic of Liberia. I thank you.
Councillor Kuku Y. Noba, Chairperson, Liberia National Bar Association, Inaugural Steering Committee.
Standing up as Assistant Protocol. On behalf of the inaugural committee, I stand before you with deep gratitude and appreciation as we conclude this momentous occasion, the official induction and inauguration of the newly elected officials of our global association. First and foremost, we extend our profound thanks to the Almighty God for granting us the grace to witness this day. His guidance has been our strength throughout this process. Our guest speaker, the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Human Packard, we are immensely thankful to you for your insightful and inspiring words. Your message has not only enriched our understanding, but has also set a guiding tune for the administration as it embarks on its leadership journey. To our distinguished justice, whom I'm well pleased, and the Associate Justices of the Supreme Court of Liberia and members of the judiciary, we are grateful to your presence and unwavering support to the legal profession. Your dedication is upholding the rule of law, continue to inspire and shape the legal landscape of our nation. To the ongoing leadership of the Liberia National Bar Association, we salute you for your services, your commitment, and the many strides made under your stewardship. Your dedication have laid the foundation upon which a new administration will build. Send our heartfelt congratulations. The confidence reposed in you by us is a testament in your competence, integrity, and dedication to the legal profession. We wish you success as you take on this noble responsibility. To our esteemed members, our sponsors, and all those who continue to contribute in various ways contributed in various ways to making this event a success. Your support, time, and resources have been invaluable. The success of this occasion is a reflection of your collective commitment to the growth of the Liberia National Bar Association. To my colleagues on the inaugural committee, I say a special thank you for your tireless effort, hard work, and commitment to excellence as to show that this program was well organized and successful. It has been an honor working with you. Finally, to all our guests and well-wishers who have taken the time to celebrate this occasion with us, we appreciate your presence and continued support. As we close this chapter and begin a new one under the leadership of our leaders and officials, let us believe commitment to the rule of law, integrity, and professionalism that requires over profession. Thank you all, and may God bless the Liberia National Bar.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just before we invite the Reverend Attorney Paul and Martin, we just pay the indulgence after here. There are various areas prepared for refreshment. We ask that you be patient and the organizers will watch you to where you ought to be.
Folks, thanks for watching. Wherever you followed us from, we'd like to say thanks for watching and thanks for following us. We've been here at the Ellen Johnson Ministerial Complex here in Town, bringing you live coverage of the induction ceremony of the Liberia National Bar Association. The Liberia National Bar Association, about last month, a few months back, they had their elections and they elected a new code of officers. And today marked the official induction ceremony for those new leaders that were elected. The National Bar Association now has a new president, a new code of officers. His Excellency President Barker was here at the event, and we've been bringing you live coverage of the induction ceremony here from the Ellen Johnson Ministerial Complex. Wherever you watched us from, we'd like to say thanks for watching. My name is Anthony Williams. Martin and I have been here. Fasha Charlie, Richard from the Executive Council. Thanks for watching.